to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here. Now let me ask you this question. Do you ever feel sometimes that things are going too well? That actually it can't go on like this way? Something has to go wrong. Maybe you feel like you're waiting for that shoe to drop or the rug to be pulled from beneath your feet and everything's going to go crumbling down. If you can relate to any of those symbols or metaphors, this session might be useful for you, because I was working with a client that actually it felt unsafe to feel safe, if that makes any sense at all. That if things were going okay, then they had a tendency in the past to kind of cause a bit of chaos, because at least it was predictable chaos that they were the instigator of, rather than something just happening in their life that they couldn't preempt or predict. They had certain beliefs about worthiness, that they were worthy of having good things in their life. They had a belief that if good things happen, then something wrong is going to happen soon. And also this kind of idea that certain things are connected, that actually there's certain things that if they're doing things, then it could all be messed up. And then in the past, they would be the instigator of that, and they didn't want to repeat that pattern. There are certain core beliefs that get changed in this session. At its core, it's about worthiness. It's feeling like they are worthy and deserving of stability and good things, and that actually they've earned their ability to have these good things by being wise and discerning, rather than just random encounters, which can feel a bit unpredictable. So if you want to change that feeling of dread that something bad's going to happen, or there could be a nightmare around the corner, you might get some value from this, particularly if you can connect with the idea that in the past, you've been the instigator of chaos because you'd rather create the chaos than experience chaos that someone else has created. Any of these things connect, you might get the value from this session. And if you want a bespoke session that is entirely based around you, have a look in the description and you'll find some links to work with me in different ways. That might be a free consultation call or just downloads and courses that I have. For now though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be distracted or disturbed. Relax and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in that slow, long, relaxing breath. And as you exhale, that's it, just release all tension in your eyelids. And with your eyes closed, give permission to relax and release. Scan your body for any clues of tension. Maybe your jaw, your neck, your shoulders. Sometimes there's a muscle in the hand or a foot, the arm or the leg that just doesn't need to be tense right now. And as you breathe in that feeling of calm relaxation, you can release that tension in the outward breath. Just feel it melting away, like an ice cube melting in the sunshine on a beach, in a place of paradise. As your body relaxes, your imagination awakens. And I wonder if you could imagine being on an island of white sand, Just imagine blue skies and sunshine. And just imagine seeing that ice cube in the palm of your hand, and allow it to represent any remaining tension in your body. And as you imagine the waves gently breaking on the shore and the sun beating down on that ice cube, breath by breath, just allow the ice cube to melt away. And as it does, feel the same tension being released in your muscle tissue. Breathing gets deeper. That's it. Feeling more and more comfortably relaxed. As you walk down the beach, I want you to imagine seeing wooden villas in the sea. And maybe there's a wooden walkway to access those villas. And just imagine seeing the clear waters, fish swimming by. Still feel the sun on your skin until you find the villa at the end of that walkway, the largest of the villas, standing in front of the door. And I'm going to count down from 5 to 1. And you will imagine opening that wooden door and walking into this magnificent villa there above the water. 5, putting your hand on the handle. 4, turning that handle. 3, opening the door. And 2, walking inside that villa. That's it. 1, closing the door behind you. And I want you to explore this wonderful wooden villa there on the water. And maybe you see a balcony looking out to just endless, shallow waters. And maybe you could imagine a hammock or a comfortable bed. And I want you to imagine choosing the most comfortable place. Maybe it's a comfortable bed that looks directly out at the tropical waters, humidity in the air, and yet a cool breeze. And just imagine putting your head on a pillow, sinking into the bed, and still hearing the sound of waves gently breaking as each breath takes you deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. And I want you to synchronize with the rhythm of your breathing, the waves, and just connect with this wonderful feeling of relaxation. And as you notice the gentle rhythm of breath moving in and out, connect to an idea that right now nothing is wrong. There's no problems to solve. There are certainly no shoes dropping and no unwanted surprises waiting. Just this moment and the quiet yet powerful intelligence of your mind and body responding to the safety you feel now. And every outward breath, just allow a different part of your body to relax. Your jaw, your hands, your fingertips. Feel a ripple of relaxation going down your head, down your chest, all the way into your gut, rippling down into your legs, all the way down to the tips of your toes. And if there's any trace of anxiety, consider it like a tiny wave. It rises, it falls, it disappears, and that's okay. And maybe you remember a time when you were a small child, feeling real excitement at the idea of Santa Claus or tooth fairies. And if you could feel real emotion from a false belief then, isn't it possible that you're feeling real emotions from false beliefs that you have right now? And as your body settles, your mind begins to drift. The kind of way it does just before you drift off to sleep, or in that first 5 minutes after waking, where those thoughts lose their sharp edges, and sometimes profound insights just arrive like epiphanies without effort. Keep your body there in that bed and allow your imagination to wander out on the balcony. See the ripple of waves, how still the water seems to be. And you may notice a strange impulse, an urge to throw a stone into the water, to create ripples, to test whether these calm sea waters are real. And what if just noticing that urge is already a sign of growth? In the past, you allowed your impulses and urges to shake things up. And this is how you know you've already evolved, because you don't need to act on every urge and impulse anymore. You can simply watch it and see how it fades when you don't feed those echoes of old urges. And as the water remains calm, connect to that idea that calm and stable does not mean fragile. What if calm means that you're strong enough not to be disturbed? And as you step closer to the water, I want you to imagine seeing a reflection looking back at you. Not the old version of you, the one who needed reassurance through chaos. But there's a new version emerging, more grounded, more aware, more capable of staying present with uncertainty. And something shifts here, because this reflection knows something your conscious mind is still catching up to. That you no longer need turbulence to feel secure. Good things can last. At one time, your mind learned a rule. If things are good, they won't last. And that belief once served a purpose. It tried to protect you from disappointment. But now it's outdated. So allow your unconscious mind to update that rule instantly, where they no longer reflect reality. So allow this new truth to take root. Good things don't tempt fate. Good things create momentum. Stability does not invite loss. It increases the probability of even more stability. And if something unexpected ever happens, that's just life. It's a blip, not a pattern, not a prophecy, and certainly not a return to chaos. Your mind no longer needs to scan for danger in calm moments. Calm is no longer suspicious. Calm is earned. And once that belief that good things mean more good things are on their way, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. So now bring your attention to a deeper belief. The one that lived just underneath the surface. Some people have a fear that they're not worthy of good, stable love and connection. And maybe there's a part of you that still connects to that idea. And that can feel scary. Maybe it has a weight, a location, a sensation. Because if there's a belief that you're not worthy, there could be a fear that you might be left abandoned, swapped or changed. But that belief is like a parasite that drains energy. So just allow that belief, or an echo of it, to dissolve. Because that was just a fear, never a truth. An old conclusion formed without full information. You're not lucky to be building a good life. You are qualified for it. You've done the work. You've learned. You've grown. The relationship you're in is a direct result of your wisdom, discernment, boundaries and intentions. This is not luck or accident. You manifested this, and therefore you deserve it. And because you've earned this relationship, you get to enjoy it even more. You have that right to experience love that is steady, kind, consistent, mature, and joyful. And you don't have to prove yourself anymore. And certainly no need to destabilize things to check if you matter, because you already know that you do. And once your nervous system accepts that true, and now let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And I want you to feel how your body is changing with these new beliefs. So let's add one more. A belief about the future. Some people feel that the future is scary because you don't know what may happen. So notice any discomfort around not knowing what happens next. Maybe there was a part deep within that said, uncertainty in the future means danger. But what if that belief belonged to a time when you didn't trust yourself, to that version of you that would sabotage and shake things up. But now, you've progressed to a new level. A new level of worthiness. And what if uncertainty no longer means threat? I want you to find deep within the part of you that loves excitement, new experiences. Consider it the opposite of boredom. From now on, uncertainty means possibility. So when you think about the future and you're not sure what's going to happen, imagine that inner voice with a childlike excitement. It feels like a world of possibilities. And if the future isn't infinite possibilities, then what is? The future means excitement, adventure, discovery, spontaneity. And you don't need guarantees to feel safe. You need self-trust. And you have that. So whatever comes, you can respond. And whatever shifts, you can adapt. And whatever unfolds, you can meet it as yourself. Worthy, grounded, and present. Just imagine returning into the villa. And just imagine seeing a wall that looks futuristic there in that wooden villa. And we can call this a wall of your future. Maybe it has images, screens. Maybe it looks like a hologram. And I want you to see yourself continuing to evolve in your career, looking worthy of all of that responsibility. And then imagine yourself in that loving relationship and see that version of you where the stability enhances the relationship. The consistency makes it more valuable, not less. See that future version of you feeling that you have earned, deserve, and created the very things that you were looking for. And then step into that future and just notice how calm it feels in your body. And notice how normal it feels. And in that future, you're not waiting for the shoe to drop. No testing. No creating drama to engineer reassurance. Just presence. And in those moments where anxiety comes, even briefly, there's no need to act on it. You just breathe, observe, and let it pass. Reassurance no longer comes from external drama. Reassurance comes from internal certainty. And as you continue building this life, this love, this future, your mind understands something fundamental. You're not afraid of stability or predictability anymore. The future will give you just enough uncertainty to keep you engaged. You don't need any more just to find reassurance. You deserve all these things that make you feel good. You belong here. And just imagine getting up out of that bed, walking down that wooden walkway back to the beach. Imagine your feet on soft white sands. And imagine connecting with a feeling of absolute worthiness. A feeling of inner connection. Good things mean more good things. You feel worthy of a wonderful future. And as you hold these new beliefs to be true, feel yourself floating all the way back to the present, taking all of these wonderful changes with you. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, connect and calibrate into the here and the now. As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of The Hypnotist. If you've enjoyed this episode or got some value from it, please give it a 5-star rating and review. And maybe you know someone that would also benefit from this particular episode, in which case share the episode with them so they can also get the benefit too. And if you would like to listen to this episode where it's just the hypnosis, so no intro, no outro, no explanation, just the hypnosis and completely ad-free, there will be a link in the description where you can subscribe at a very low cost and only get access to the hypnosis. So if that's of interest, please check that out. Thank you again for being a regular listener of The Hypnotist, and I'll see you again soon for more.